Star Wars 7x7 episode 2833. We're doing a celebration update because they dropped a bit of news on us yesterday, and there's a lot of other stuff that's been happening as well. So yeah, let's round up some celebration announcements, including the one about the big live action panel. Punch it! Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy, and thank you so much for joining me for it. So a lot's happened in the about 8 days, I think it's been since our last celebration update. I did say that I would not run down every single autograph and photo op person who's been added to the list, but I will say that we're up to 13 now, which is very cool. And they also officially added the High Republic authors to the featured guest list, so now that's up to 7, I believe, because they build on Doug Chang and Steve Sansweet. And we still have the 2 stage hosts, Amy Ratcliffe and Dan Zare, but nothing about the stages that they're hosting yet, nothing about what stages are actually going to be live and active at Celebration just yet. One stage that is getting filled out so far is the podcast stage, and even though Celebration has not made any official announcement about which podcasts have been accepted, the application process happened earlier this year, some podcasters are announcing on social media that they have been accepted, or in some cases that they were not accepted to appear on the podcast stage. So until there's a full list, I'm not necessarily going to go into all of them, but I know that Sky Talkers and Talking Bay 94 and Pink Milk have been accepted, so congratulations for them. The Blast Points guys are not going to be on the podcast stage, and I feel very badly for them. They're great. And at the moment, those are the only 4 about which I know the results one way or the other. So if I haven't mentioned a podcast that you know about the results, well, let me know. So it's not a judgment one way or the other on any of those other ones if they're already talking about it and I just don't know about it yet. Meanwhile, if you do not have tickets to Star Wars Celebration, but you're thinking that maybe you want to get tickets and you're seeing that they have sold out of the 4-day passes and of the adult tickets for Friday and the adult tickets for Saturday, well, you do have an option to use the whole Lyte ticket exchange. It's Lyte. And I was looking on there, and they talk about how the prices are going to be a little bit higher because of, well, they don't exactly say, like just sort of demand and additional processing charges and whatnot, but there's a big jump. So the Jedi Master VIP tickets, of which I imagine there weren't very many to begin with, but those ones were like $900 when they were being sold originally on the Celebration website. Those at the moment of this broadcast are running at around $1,200 over on Lyte. Then you have the 4-day adult passes. Those were running for $195 when they were originally on sale. Now they're like $300 over on Lyte. And I think the biggest jump from a percentage standpoint is with the Thursday tickets, and that could be because of the big news that just got announced. So normally single day adult tickets were $75 a piece. Now for at least Thursday, it's running for $129 over on Lyte. And actually just double checking my numbers here, all of the tickets on Lyte for single day adult passes are $129, except for Saturday, which is only for $119. But Saturday and Friday tickets are actually still available for the $75 price over at the regular Star Wars Celebration website. So yeah, maybe that Thursday ticket price doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the big announcement, but the other part of my brain wonders if they made an announcement about Thursday because Thursday tickets aren't actually sold out yet on the official site. Here is what's going on. So there was an announcement just on Star Wars Celebration social media, and it's not actually on their website just yet. There's no information about it there at all, but here's what the social media post was. It says Star Wars Celebration opens with a must-see showcase on Thursday, May 26th. Lucasfilm's live-action filmmakers will be joined by special guests to discuss Star Wars adventures coming soon, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and The Mandalorian. So yeah, you would think that would probably drive some ticket sales for Thursday, I would imagine. So we talked about predictions for Star Wars Celebration previously, and we talked about how usually the first day was a movie day. So that obviously is not happening. Celebration is kicking off with stuff dedicated to live action. And you know, when you think about it, it really does kind of make sense with everything that they have been talking about over the past couple of years about how even from when Solo was going through its particular pains, how Bob Iger had said, yeah, maybe we've saturated the marketplace a bit with the movies for Star Wars and let's kind of scale back a little bit, but at the same time they were thinking about Disney Plus and wanting to get that up and running, and so all of their corporate focus has been on Disney Plus, or at least a lion's share of their drive and their interest and their effort has been in that direction. So I guess in a way it does make sense that the highlight, that first day showcase spot, would be about live action, because that is where the utter lion's share of the majority of their energy is being spent. And it also makes a lot of sense in terms of the surprise delay of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series by a couple of days, moving it to debut on Friday on Disney Plus. That way, people who are attending Star Wars Celebration, who are there on Thursday, will have the opportunity to see something about Obi-Wan Kenobi or learn something about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series that nobody else is going to be able to know until it debuts less than 24 hours later on Disney Plus. The other big question out of this has to do with the things that they didn't say about this. So obviously they named the Kenobi series, the Andor series, and The Mandalorian Season 3. What else might they talk about? The Ahsoka series is supposed to start filming very soon, and then of course we don't know what's going on with the Lando series or the Acolyte. There's a lot that's still out there to be learned, and one would hope that they might give some passing mention to those series while they're in this live action panel. However, I gotta say, Kenobi and Andor and The Mandalorian, like, that's a lot to talk about in an hour already. So I don't know how much hat tipping they could do to other series. Wouldn't it be wonderful instead if they did one of those, future filmmaking panels and future live action filmmaking panels? Basically, there was something that they did in Celebration Anaheim in 2015 when they previewed Rogue One very briefly, and they were going to preview something about whatever movie Josh Trank had been attached to before whatever happened behind the scenes, and that all melted down, right? But that Future Filmmakers panel on Sunday of Celebration Anaheim 2015 was fantastic, and it would be wonderful to just have these other filmmaking and live action series making situations show up over there. And that right there should bring you up to speed on what's been going on with Star Wars Celebration since we last talked about it, and that is going to do it for this episode of the show. It just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for it as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.